The arts category, sponsored by Gordian Coaching. All I Want is a Bit of Shush by Eve Richards. Once upon a time, there was a girl called Sapphire. All Sapphire wanted was peace and quiet. The reason why Sapphire got no peace and quiet was she had a really annoying brother. His name was Bob. All Bob did was chat, chat, chat. She never got any peace and quiet. All he talked about was his video games. All day, all night. Games, food, games, food, games. That's all he cared about. Then one day, Sapphire thought of a plan. She said, what if I go to the forest and see if that's a peaceful place? I'll pack my bag and take a book. Sapphire wasn't so sure about her plan, so thought she would think about it at night and decide in the morning. The next day, Sapphire had decided. She thought it would be at least worth a try, as she'd been waiting 8 whole years for peace and quiet. Ever since she'd been born, all she heard was her brother yapping on. So she went into the forest. In the forest, Sapphire found a nice log to sit on and read her book. But she could hear the birds in the trees. This was annoying and they kept chirping on, and so Sapphire decided to move away from their noise. Then she went and sat near a pond in the forest, but all she could hear was the fish splashing and the frogs croaking. She couldn't read her book with this noise. She walked further into the forest and sat on the grass. She could hear the foxes rustling in the bushes. She didn't feel safe, and so she left that part of the forest and went further in. And then it started to get dark, and Sapphire started to get scared, and after what she'd been through today, she thought that compared to this, her brother wasn't so bad. Sapphire decided to go home. She knew that the forest was not her cup of tea. When Sapphire managed to get home, she saw her brother, and she thought the best thing to do was to just tell him that he was too loud. He said, "Really? Okay," and then he went off to his room, and Sapphire finally got to read her book in peace and quiet. The end.